Every single one of us possesses something truly unique, something the world has never seen before and will never see again in quite the same way. Yet too often we fall into the trap of conformity. We suppress our individuality, trying to fit into molds that weren't made for us, shrinking ourselves to meet the expectations of others. But here's the truth: you were not born to blend in, you were born to stand out. Act as if you are different from anyone else, because you are. The moment you realize this, you unlock a power that can transform your life. When you embrace your differences, you step into your authentic self, the person you were always meant to be. This doesn't mean you're better than anyone, but it means you have something distinct to offer the world. When you act in alignment with your true nature, you create ripples that influence others in ways you can't even imagine. You radiate confidence, passion, and purpose. People are drawn to those who know who they are, who stand tall in their uniqueness without apology. And it's not just about achieving external success, it's about inner fulfillment. There is no greater satisfaction than living as the person you were destined to be. Many people are afraid to be different. They fear judgment, criticism, and rejection. But remember this: the most influential people in history, the ones who truly changed the world, were often misunderstood, criticized, and judged. They chose to act as if they were different from everyone else because they knew their value didn't depend on the opinions of others. They knew their worth came from within. I challenge you today: stop waiting for permission to be yourself. Stop measuring your worth by the standards of others. You are the only you there will ever be. Your dreams, your visions, your ideas, they are uniquely yours for a reason. Act on them. Act as if you are different, because in doing so, you will inspire others to do the same. The world doesn't need more people trying to fit in. It needs you exactly as you are. Act boldly, act confidently, and embrace your uniqueness. Because when you do, you'll not only change your own life, but you'll also change the world. You are one of a kind, and that's something to celebrate. Embrace your uniqueness, for it is your greatest gift. The world doesn't need more copies, it needs original, authentic individuals like you. When you fully realize your uniqueness, you'll see how powerful it truly is. Every unique trait you possess can serve as a source of strength. Embrace who you are completely, without fear. Authenticity is your true power. The more you align with your real self, the more powerful you become. Don't be afraid to show the world who you really are. People are drawn to genuine individuals because authenticity breeds trust. Stop hiding behind masks or pretending to be someone else. When you're real, you inspire others to do the same. Your differences aren't flaws, they're strengths. What makes you stand out is what makes you strong. In a world that encourages conformity, it's your differences that will set you apart and create new opportunities. Embrace your quirks and see them as gifts. Every time you leverage your uniqueness, you open doors others can't. Comparison only robs you of joy and peace. The moment you start measuring yourself against others, you lose focus on your own strengths and journey. Remember, you're running your own race, and no one else's path is the same as yours. By focusing on what makes you different, you can find true fulfillment. Stop comparing and start embracing your unique way forward. You'll never become the best version of yourself by trying to be someone else. It's time to stop imitating and start creating your own path. No one else can be you, and that's your superpower. The more you try to mimic others, the more you dilute your own potential. Step into your uniqueness and the world will make room for you. Real confidence comes from within, not from outside approval. When you accept yourself for who you are, you don't need anyone else's validation. Confidence is not about fitting in, but about standing firm in your own uniqueness. People who radiate confidence have mastered the art of self-acceptance. It's not about changing who you are, but loving who you are. The world has never seen anyone exactly like you, and it never will again. You are irreplaceable. When you realize this, you'll start living with greater intention and boldness. It's time to own your uniqueness, knowing you have something special to offer that no one else can. This is your time to be different. And that's a beautiful thing. Stop shrinking to fit in with those around you. When you stand tall in your uniqueness, you inspire others to do the same. People respect and admire those who have the courage to be themselves. By standing firm in your individuality, you create a ripple effect. You give others permission to break free from their own limitations. Shine unapologetically. Your dreams are uniquely yours, designed for you alone. No one else has the same vision or the same purpose as you. When you act on your dreams, you're honoring your individuality. Pursue them boldly, knowing that they were given to you for a reason. By chasing what sets your soul on fire, you'll inspire others to do the same. Don't let fear hold you back. Being different isn't just a trait, it's a key to greatness. History is full of people who dared to be different, and they're the ones who changed the world. They saw possibilities where others saw limits. You have the same power within you. Dare to be different, and watch how the world responds to your courage and creativity. Success comes from being true to yourself, not from following the crowd. The more you try to fit into other people's standards, the further you move from your own success. Authenticity leads to sustainable success because it aligns with who you are. People are attracted to what's real, and the more you live in your truth, the more success you'll attract. You don't need anyone else to tell you what you're worth. Your value doesn't come from the approval of others. It comes from within, from knowing who you are and what you stand for. Seek your own validation first, and others will follow. When you're grounded in self-worth, no one can take that away from you. The people who inspire us most are usually the ones who stand out the most. They didn't try to fit into the molds others created for them. They embraced their uniqueness and lived boldly. These are the people who change the world. When you embrace what makes you different, you step into that same power. You become an inspiration for others. Your vision is unlike anyone else's because it was meant for you. Don't let anyone tell you that your ideas are too strange or too far-fetched. Your unique perspective is what will create change. Trust in your vision and pursue it with everything you have. The world needs your different way of seeing things. Your vision is the key to something great. Treat your uniqueness as your greatest asset and act accordingly. The more you embrace it, the more doors will open for you. Stop thinking that you need to change to fit in or succeed. The exact thing that makes you different is what will propel you forward. Your individuality is an advantage in a world full of copies. When you choose to be original, you naturally create impact. Imitation may keep you in the crowd, but originality pulls you into the spotlight. Don't be afraid to stand out with your ideas, your personality, and your actions. Your originality will create ripples that go beyond what you can see. That's how true impact is made. Being different often feels uncomfortable because society pushes us to conform. But discomfort is where growth happens. When you step outside your comfort zone and embrace your differences, you grow into a more powerful version of yourself. Don't shy away from the discomfort, lean into it. It's the first step toward true transformation. You were never meant to blend in with the crowd. You were born to stand out and shine. It's time to let go of the fear of being different and start living as the unique individual you are. When you embrace your true self, you bring something extraordinary into the world. Don't waste your time trying to fit in. You were born to stand out. Your unique perspective allows you to see things in ways others can't. Use that to your advantage. What makes you different is what makes you powerful. Embrace that and see how it opens doors and creates opportunities. When you trust in your perspective, you can offer solutions that others overlook. Your unique viewpoint is a strength. Your worth is not defined by other people's opinions. It comes from within. The more you rely on external validation, the more power you give away. Take control of your worth by defining it for yourself. When you know your own value, you become unshakable. No one can take that from you. Innovation doesn't come from blending in, it comes from standing out. The greatest breakthroughs happen when people dare to think differently. Your unique perspective can lead to new solutions and ideas. When you embrace your individuality, you unlock the power to innovate. Don't hold back your ideas because they're different. They're exactly what the world needs. Don't be afraid of judgment or criticism. The most influential people were often misunderstood at first. What matters is not what others think, but how true you are to yourself. Don't let the fear of judgment stop you from being different. The world needs more people willing to take that leap. Some of the world's most successful individuals were the ones who broke the mold. They didn't conform to the norms, and that's exactly why they succeeded. Success comes when you stop trying to fit in and start following your own path. Be willing to be different, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. When you live authentically, you naturally attract the right people and opportunities into your life. People are drawn to those who are real and unafraid to be themselves. By being unapologetically you create a magnetic energy that brings the right things to you. Authenticity isn't just about personal satisfaction, it also paves the way for success. The more you live in alignment with who you truly are, the more fulfilled you will feel. There is no greater satisfaction than living as your authentic self. It's time to stop trying to fit into boxes you don't belong in. When you embrace who you are, you unlock a level of fulfillment that's only possible through authenticity. Fitting in is a trap. It may feel safe in the short term, but it holds you back from true growth and greatness. When you try to blend in, you dim your own light. The real magic happens when you allow yourself to stand out and be seen. It's in that space of being different that you'll find your greatest power. When you live authentically, you not only change your own life, but also inspire others to do the same. By embracing your uniqueness, you give others permission to embrace theirs. Your courage to be different creates a ripple effect. You may not see it immediately, but your authenticity will inspire others to step into their true selves. Being different isn't easy, but it's worth it. It takes courage to stand out, especially when others don't understand you. But the rewards far outweigh the challenges. When you embrace your uniqueness, you step into a life of greater purpose and fulfillment. Courage leads to greatness. The world needs more diversity in thought, in experience, and in perspective. Your unique ideas and experiences are valuable. Don't be afraid to share them. When you bring your authentic self to the table, you contribute something that no one else can. The world is richer because of your individuality. Don't let the fear of rejection keep you from being yourself. Rejection is often just a sign that you're blazing your own path. Stay true to who you are, and you'll find the right people who appreciate and value you. Every rejection is a redirection towards something better suited for you. Rejection is not the end, it's a step toward finding where you truly belong. When you embrace your uniqueness, the right people and opportunities will naturally gravitate toward you. Keep being yourself and trust that what's meant for you will come. The power of your individuality is unmatched and irreplaceable. No one else can replicate the combination of traits, ideas, and experiences that make you who you are. When you fully step into your uniqueness, you harness a power that no one else can touch. It's in that space of authenticity that you become unstoppable. Own your individuality, it's your most powerful asset. Stop waiting for the world to tell you that you're good enough. Define your own worth based on who you are, not on others' opinions. When you let the world define your value, you give away your power. Take control of your self-worth by recognizing the uniqueness you bring. When you realize your own value, you stop needing external validation. Self-respect starts with living as your true self. The highest form of respect you can give yourself is to be unapologetically you. When you compromise who you are to fit in, you diminish your self-worth. Stand firm in your individuality, and you'll gain a deeper sense of respect for yourself. Others will follow suit, treating you the way you deserve. The most extraordinary accomplishments come from breaking the mold. People who achieve greatness don't follow the crowd, they create their own path. It's your willingness to be different that will lead to extraordinary success. Don't be afraid to pursue what others consider unconventional. Your willingness to think outside the box will set you apart and propel you forward. What the world needs isn't more sameness, it needs your originality. Every great innovation, idea, or change started with someone willing to be different. You have something unique to contribute, and by embracing that, you create positive change. The world becomes richer and more vibrant because of the variety of perspectives and ideas. Don't be afraid to offer yours. Your unique experiences and perspective allow you to solve problems others can't even see. When you embrace what makes you different, you unlock a level of creativity and problem solving that's invaluable. The challenges you've faced have shaped your perspective, and that perspective is a gift. Use it to find solutions that others overlook. Your difference is your strength. When you act as yourself, you give others permission to do the same. Authenticity has a ripple effect, inspiring those around you to embrace their true selves. By being unapologetically you, you become a beacon for others seeking to live authentically. Your courage to live differently creates a space for others to break free from conformity. Be the example. No one else can duplicate the power of your individuality. It's a one-of-a-kind asset that sets you apart from everyone else. When you live in alignment with who you are, you harness a power that is completely unique to you. No one can take that away from you. Lean into your individuality and watch how it transforms your life. You define your own worth, not society. The moment you allow society to dictate your value, you lose your power. Your worth is inherent and doesn't depend on external validation. Take control of your self-worth by recognizing that you are valuable just as you are. When you know your own worth, no one else's opinion can shake you. Living authentically is a form of respect you give yourself. When you choose to live as your true self, you honor who you were created to be. The highest form of self-respect is refusing to compromise your uniqueness. When you stand firm in who you are, others will learn to respect you as well. It all starts with you respecting yourself. The greatest achievements in history came from those who dared to be unconventional. Those who broke the rules and forged their own path were the ones who made the biggest impact. When you allow yourself to be different, you open the door to extraordinary possibilities. The success doesn't come from blending in, it comes from standing out. The world didn't know it needed your uniqueness until you brought it to the table. You have something special that the world didn't even know was missing. When you embrace your individuality, you fill a gap that only you can fill. Your uniqueness is your contribution to the world. Don't hide it, share it boldly. Your life is meant to be lived on your own terms. The moment you start living for others' expectations, you lose sight of your own happiness. Act in alignment with your true desires and values. You don't owe the world an explanation for being yourself. Your life is yours to create, so do it on your own terms without fear of judgment. When you live as your authentic self, you shine the brightest. Trying to be someone else only dims your light. Your true brilliance comes from embracing who you are and letting that shine. The world notices when you step into your own power. By living authentically, you give others permission to do the same and inspire them with your courage. Being different is what sets you apart as a leader. True leadership isn't about following the crowd, it's about standing out and showing the way. Your willingness to be different makes you a natural leader because it inspires others to embrace their own uniqueness. Leaders aren't afraid to stand alone. Embrace your role as a leader by being unapologetically yourself.